this National Youth Day, which is filled with vigor and enthusiasm. National Youth Day in India is being celebrated as the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, who has become the torch bearer, who has become the essence of our culture, tradition, and customs. Vivekananda is nothing but enjoying the conscience of yours, enjoying the conscience of your happiness, and enjoying yourself. If the Vivek within you, if you are able to enjoy that, then every individual can become Vivekananda. And that's what is Vivekananda proclaimed, professed, and even practiced throughout his life. So today we are celebrating the wonderful day of entire youth. And age doesn't matter. What matters is your heart. If your heart is beating, you are as young as a 16-year-old chap. So let us celebrate this wonderful day with dignitaries on the days of iSPELL, Indian Society for the Promotion of English Language and Literature. Without wasting much of your time, I would like to hand over this particular stage to Miss Kamna Singh. Miss Kamna Singh is pursuing her Masters in English Literature from IGNOU. She has passed her Bachelor's in English Literature from Delhi University, and she is highly intellectual. At the same time, she is a voracious reader, and she likes to attend all these conferences and seminars, being the master of ceremonies or being the moderator, and even some days we are going to see her as one of the resource person. Over to Kamna Singh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this introduction. I would like to begin. Is my voice audible to everyone?
Yes, you are.
Okay. It's February 24th, 2020, and the news headline reads, US President Donald Trump mispronounces Swami Vivekananda's name, causing wide social media outrage. It's November 12th, 2020, and the news is PM Modi to virtually unveil life-size statue of Swami Vivekananda at the JNU campus, Delhi. And today, it's 12th January 2021, and the news headline reads, let's remember Swami Vivekananda through this quote. All the powers in the universe are already ours. It is we who have put our hands before our eyes and cry that it is dark. As the youth of this country, we are termed as the democratic dividend of India. Our nation looks at us as the set of people who need the utmost amount of knowledge and skills so that this country prospers to greater heights in the future. The young people of this society, including me, we sometimes find ourselves at the crossroads of debating our ethics, engaging with our identity, repurposing our energies, and in the process realizing that we are not some static, normative, one-dimensional people. We are dynamic people gifted with identity fluidity, wherein we can always question and reclaim our identity. Therefore, it will not be wrong to say that this is the reason we are here. Philosophers and social reformers like Sri Swami Vivekananda essentially help us in this process. It is 12th of January, National Youth Day, and I welcome you all to this e-seminar called Swami Vivekananda, the Essence of India. This is Kamna Singh, a student of Masters in English Literature from IGNOU, conducting this seminar where we have given to ourselves this humble opportunity of honoring Swami Vivekananda, the social reformer who preached that seeing the divine as the essence of others will promote love and social harmony. We have a great lineup of speakers with us. Our chief speaker, Dr. Sudhir K. Arora. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Our next speaker, Mrs. Kishori Patel. Welcome, ma'am. Next speaker, Ms. Himal Pandey. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Welcome.
Speaker, Ms. Nagma Khatun. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Kamna. I'm here.
We are looking forward to receive all that you put forth and enlighten us on in the seminar. So without any further delay, shall we begin? Our chief speaker is Mr. Sudhir K. Arora, who is the Associate Professor, Department of English in Maharaja Harish Chandra PG College, Murad.
Namaste, good evening, and wish you National Youth Day, Swami Vivekananda. The name is so big. Swami Vivekananda is always on my table. Not only on my table, he is in my heart. Pranam to Swami Vivekananda. Thank you very much for inviting me and to speak on Swami Vivekananda, especially for students. Whenever I talk about Swami Vivekananda, I become quite emotional. Still, today I am quite emotional when I am talking to you about Swami Vivekananda. He's a great personality. Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda, Vivek plus Anand. Right from Vivek, intellect, mind, to Anand, bliss. This is the journey, how he became Swami. Today, as I have to address the students, I will talk only those things which are quite related to the students. However, the thoughts of Swami Vivekananda are relevant for the students. I'm going to discuss all these things today. If you study his literature, you will find the personality development. What is personality? Your personality is the type of person you are, which is shown by the way you behave, you feel, you think. Personality is not mere physical appearance of a person. It is the combination of all the aspects, including physical, spiritual, mental, and professional. In Swami Vivekananda, you will find the complete set of personality development. He talks about 5 types of dimension. Physical dimensions, which are related to body and senses. He talks about energy dimensions, which are related to digestion of food, circulation of blood, and respiration. He talks about mental dimension. Mental dimensions are related to our thinking, our feelings, our emotions. He talks about intellectual dimension. Intellectual dimension include our determinative ability and willpower. And finally, he talks about blissful dimension. Blissful dimension includes the meditation part, the blessings that we gave, and all the experiences which are felt during sleep. So personality development is a kind of identification with the higher dimension of personality. And this higher personality is really difficult to achieve, and Swami Vivekananda shows us the way how we can achieve this personality, blissful personality, Vivekananda, Ananda, blissful. And so far as iSPELL is concerned, iSPELL is doing a very good service, and I will connect to Swami Vivekananda. There is a quote, and all the persons quote it. Let us be brave, know the truth, practice the truth. The goal may be distant, but awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached. See this simple quotation. Awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached. This quotation can be seen in different dimensions. From a spiritual point of view, from a student's point of view, and even from a spell point of view. And the team of spell, what is the team doing? The team is awaking the students, is awaking the teachers, so that teachers may arise, students may arise, and they may achieve their target, their goal. So they are doing their best and they are following this dictum of Swamiji, awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached. And I congratulate iSPELL just to follow the path of Swami Vivekananda, and all the students, I appeal to all the students, just follow this dictum. You are a student, and what is your duty at present? Your duty is to study, to learn from your teachers as much as you can learn. All the teachers are before you. Just learn from them. If you are sleeping, just arise from wake. Just stand up and study. Your goal is to pass the examination, to get good marks at your examination, and just to become a fruitful citizen to the world and to earn your living, so that you may prove a fruitful citizen to the world. That is your mission right now. We are the teachers. Our mission is just to awake you, to arise you, and we know we are educating you. I may not call you student. You are my younger sisters and brothers. You are our teachers, because we learn from you. I have no courage to call you students, because we learn from you. It is because of you that we learn too much, and we just share our knowledge with you. So just learn this dictum of Swami Vivekananda, awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is achieved. So I have let you know the meaning of Vivekananda. Vivekananda talks of, we always are lost in sense pleasure. We are running after money. We just try to get this thing or that thing. Swami Vivekananda is totally against this kind of pleasure. He does not like that people should run after the pleasure of the senses. At one place, he says, sense happiness is not the goal of humanity. Wisdom is the goal of life. So what is the goal of life? Wisdom. We find that man enjoys his intellect more than an animal enjoys its senses, and we see that man enjoys his spiritual nature even more than this rational nature. So the highest wisdom must be the spiritual knowledge, and with this knowledge will come bliss, ananda. So your journey is right from sense happiness, from sense pleasure to bliss, and this is the journey that you have to complete, and it depends on your thoughts. So what you think, you are what you think. Your thought process is most important. So always think positively. You think, when you think, you do that. When you perform, when you do that, it becomes your karma, and it becomes finally your character, your destiny. So thought is important. Thought process is important. So you have to think positively. At one place he says, all the action that we see in the world, all the movement in human society, all the works that we have around us are simply the display of thought, the manifestation of the will of man. Machines or instruments, cities, ships or men of war, all these are simply the manifestation of the will of man, and this will is caused by character, and character is manufactured by karma. As is karma, so is the manifestation of the will. So thought process is really very, very, very important. So we have to take care of our thoughts. So we have to think positively. So we become what we think. And Vivekananda says that you should always take care of your company. You know, man is known by the company you have. So always have the positive people around you. Don't have the negative people. If you have the negative people, you become negative. If you are negative, just try to live with the positive ones. Certainly, you will find that your life will be changed. At one place, Swami Vivekananda says, if a man continuously hears bad words, thinks bad thoughts, does bad action, his mind will be full of bad impressions and they will influence his thoughts and work without his being conscious of the fact. So, dear students, you have to be very, very careful of these bad thoughts. You know, you live in the company of other students. Some students just want to pull your leg. They never want to that you should rise in future. So always take care. So you have to take care of yourself. So always avoid such company, such bad company, because, you know, it is your destiny. So always try to have good company with you, and you will certainly be known by the students. If you have to know about a college, so it is better to know the students of that college. So if I want to know about you, I'm not going to directly ask to you. So it will be better if I just come to know about your company, I will come to know about you. So a man is known by the company. So Swami Vivekananda always just he says, and he always addresses the students saying that they should be quite careful about the bad company. And they should always do the good things and always live in the company of the good people. And the other thing that the student has to take into consideration is the concentration of mind. And this is the thing that we are all lacking, and we are wasting our time in just WhatsApp or etc. and all these things. No doubt, in present day scenario, this is very, very necessary, but we have to give a limited time and we have to make a good use of this social media, and it is really very tragic that we are wasting our time in just in the bad things, in all the things that are not related to the study. So what you have to do, just concentrate all the things. कहते सारी कायनात भी आपको अगर आप एक बार सोच लेते हैं करने में तो सब लग जाती है आपके साथ. So concentration is very important, and to the students, this quote is really very, 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 very important, and it is about the concentration. And take up one idea, make that one idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. And this is the way great spiritual giants are produced. Others are merely talking machine. This is what he says about concentration and how important it is. You may realize the importance of this quote about concentration. Suppose you have a target. Suppose you have to qualify NET, JRF, or your master degree, etc. And I may give you the example of my daughter. My daughter qualified GRF examination. And what did she do? Yes, I can do. And she filled herself with the positive thoughts. And everywhere there was the image of JRF. And the whole concentration was only on JRF. And finally she qualified JRF. So concentrate. We just leave all other ideas. Means it is better to focus on one idea than to focus on different ideas. No doubt this word scenario is not for only for concentration. You are attracted towards this thing or that thing. Means many things just distract you. But what you have to do, just focus only on the target that you have set in your life. Whether it is your examination or or anything in your life, just set that target and focus on that, and certainly you will get success. So this is what Vivekananda says about concentration. And the most important thing that Vivekananda says, he says about the active action, physical exercises. And I follow. And what you have to do, you have to keep your body strong. And nowadays, what we do, that we just yoga, exercise. This is really very important. And Vivekananda says that a man whose body is weak cannot do anything. So it is better for him. First of all, he must make himself strong in his body. And is strong in his body. That is the first thing. And after that, he should study any other thing. So physical exercises are quite necessary for the students. So you have to keep this in mind. So he advises the students saying, be strong, my young friends. This is my advice to you. You will be nearer to heaven. He made one attempt. You will be nearer to heaven through football than through the study of the Gita. If you are weak, what is the use of studying Gita? Yes, you can study Gita, but first of all, you have to be strong. You have to keep your body strong, and your mind will be quite strong in the strong body, just as we say sound mind is sound body. So these are bold words, but I have to say them, for I love you. I know where the shoe pinches. I have gained a little experience. So what he says, I'm not going into the detail. So what he says that it is better to make your body strong than to study Gita. First make yourself quite strong, then study. So it will be better. So he just talks about the personality development, right from physical to the spiritual. So first of all, make your body strong enough to develop your ideas. And after that, what he says, and you have also studied in Gita, he says about non-attachment, and he also says just give what you have. What the students say and what the students do. Generally, what I have seen, students just know this thing, and just he or she always just tries to, concentrate or just to himself or herself, and he or she does not want to share with other students. No, it is a wrong habit. So what share with other students. He gives you the concept of giving, not receiving. Just give whatever you can give. Share what you can share with the other students. So give and don't expect. Suppose if you give and you expect that, yes, when I am in need, he will also give it to me. So that is selfishness. So give, no doubt, but give it without any expectation. So don't expect anything from the other students. If you have to give, just give selflessly. Vivekananda says, ask nothing, want nothing in return. Give what you have to give. It will come back to you, but don't think of that now. It will come back multiplied 1,000-fold. So give willingly. And dear students, the other thing that you have, and you have to avoid it, I always see, and everybody has, but we have to keep in our mind that we have not to have jealousy. Vivekananda talks about jealousy. Avoid jealousy. Avoid selfishness. Be obedient and eternally faithful to the cause of truth, humanity, and your country, and you will move the world. So the evil that we have is jealousy. So we have to avoid this jealousy. Jealousy is really the evil that we have. And generally what we have, we don't respect ourselves. Vivekananda always says, respect yourself, have faith in yourself, believe in yourself. You believe in God, but you don't believe in yourself. It's wrong. It's foolishness. How can you believe in God until or unless you believe in yourself? Vivekananda says that first, believe in yourself, then believe in God. But if you don't believe in yourself, it is not right to believe in God. And that belief is not belief in real sense. So, he talks, yes, you are trying to get help from others, and you are not helping yourself. How is it possible that you will get help from others? Who is going to help you? Vivekananda says that yes, you will get help. The great help comes from within. Great help is in yourself. So don't try to find it out in the outside world. Just try to get help from within. You are yourself, the maker of your destiny. So help thyself. Out of thyself, none can help thee, friend. So stand up, be bold, be strong, and take the responsibility. If you have got failure in the world, it doesn't matter. Don't hold others responsible for the failure. Yes, if you have got failure, analyze it and consider the points of your failure and take the responsibility on your shoulder. Only then you will be able to make your future. You will be the maker of or creator of your destiny. So don't hope from others. You are the only hope. The hope is within you. So be free. Hope nothing from anyone. I am sure, Vivekananda says, I am sure if you look back upon your lives, you will find that you were always vainly trying to get help from others, which never came. All the help that has come was from within yourself. So what you have to take care, you have to take care of your mind. Just consider your mind is your greatest friend. Your mind is your greatest enemy. So you have to make friendship with your mind. You have to do the right things. Just you have to use your intellect, what is right and what is wrong, and consider your duty. Your duty is to study. And study always seems to be boring. But just mix it with love. He always gives the concept of duty mixed with love. So you have to take into consideration all these things, and Vivekananda gives us the message of fearlessness. So be bold. You have to keep all these things into consideration. Be bold, be fearless, be truthful. You need not afraid of anyone. If your heart says that you are on the right path, certainly you are on the right path. But always consider, yes, you will meet many distractions, many bad people. So you have to take care of yourself. Your life is important. You are really the wealth of nation. You are the youth. You are the creator of your destiny. You are not simply the students. You are the creator of this world. I am not talking of India. You have to take the essence of India to the whole world. You have to show your talent before the world, and just study Swami Vivekananda, learn from Swami Vivekananda. You have everything that need. You see this world with your eyes, feel with your all the sense organs. Just meditate yourself, concentrate yourself, meditate yourself, and see inward. Talk with yourself and test yourself that God is within you. Vivekananda is within you. Vivekananda says that I am He, so you are He. So dear Aurora is also in you. You are also in me. We are the same. We have to recognize all these things. So, dear students, always keep the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. Always teachings of Swami Vivekananda are before you, and always think that if you find any poor students or any student, weak students, just help him what you can do, and we are in a position just to help the poor persons, because we have no right to live in this world if we find that our neighbor is just sleeping empty food. So we have to take care of all other persons who are living with us. So I know that you are not earning money, but you can help the poor students with the study, with all the things that you can. So share what you have, share your knowledge, and always just keep only one thing in your mind, and that is the quote from Swami Vivekananda that has been taken from Katha Upanishad, and that is that I started in the beginning, that awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached. And thank you very much for inviting me, dear students. I think that what I said, you will follow this, and I'm quite ready here just to listen to all other. I become quite emotional whenever I talk about Vivekananda. Many thoughts are within me, but all these thoughts that came randomly from me, I have shared with you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jyoti Patil ma'am. I'm really very thankful to you. Thank you, Ghanshyamji. Thank you, all dear friends and my dear younger sisters and brothers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sudhir sir. I must tell you, we all sincerely appreciate your emotional connection to Swami Vivekananda. We need more people like you who take a step forward to connect to a philosopher and really put your heart and soul into understanding them. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Moving
Sudhir
forward,
sir, excuse me, Ms. Kamna. Sudhir sir, will you stay or will you leave right now?
I'm staying here. Today,
Okay.
today, I have just spared this time for this meeting.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. Thank you, thank you.
I'm with you, sir.
You can continue, Kamna.
yes, sir. Moving forward with the seminar, our next speaker is Mrs. Kishori Patel, who is the Assistant Professor, Department of English, Government College, Kotri Mungeli in Chhattisgarh. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Kamna. Good evening, everyone. Wishing you all a happy National Youth Day. I would like to begin my speech by offering a great salutation to the original youth icon, the maker of modern India, Swami Vivekananda. Our chief speaker has wonderfully explained Swami Vivekananda's teachings and his philosophies. My topic for today's speech is Swami Vivekananda, a great source of inspiration for the youth. We all know that youths are the backbone of any nation. They are the pillars to contribute to national growth. Guiding them to the ideals and philosophies of Swami Vivekananda would not only help to achieve their goals in life, but also would take our country on the path of progress and development. In 21st century, where there is a cutthroat competition for youth to make a good career, the ideals and philosophies of Swami Vivekananda inspire and push the youth to achieve their goal. Swami Vivekananda gave our youth inspirational message. You have to grow from the inside. No one can teach you, no one can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. Our youth can take inspiration from Swami Vivekananda's life. He has influenced not only India but Western society through his ideals and philosophies. Swami Vivekananda's mission was to encourage the youth to follow our tradition and follow our culture across the globe. He wanted the youth to lead the country and be responsible. One day, a Britisher commented that the Indian dressing style was uncivilized. Swami Vivekananda replied, in your culture, cloth builds a man, but in our culture, character builds a man. This story became very famous in the world. Let us respect our culture and traditions. Culture, traditions, and beliefs make every community unique, and our reasoning about their significance, their importance, enables us to help others doubts, perception, or ideas. Our youth must learn the spirit of patriotism from Swami Vivekananda. Once upon a time, when Swami Vivekananda was in abroad, some foreigners came to him and saluted him by saying hello in English. In response, Swamiji, with folded hands, saluted them by saying Namaste in Hindi. The foreigners felt that perhaps Swami Vivekananda did not know English, and they asked him in Hindi, "Aap kaise hain?" Swami Vivekananda replied, "I am fine." The foreigners were surprised at this and asked the reason behind it. Vivekananda ji replied them that when they were respecting their own motherland, he respected our motherland. And when they were respecting our motherland, he respected their motherland. Swami Vivekananda preached universal religion. He told that all religions of the world have the same value and importance. In his lectures on Parliament of Religion, he told a story of a frog who lived in a well for a long time. He was born there and brought up there. Therefore, he thought that nothing in the world can be bigger than that. Just like the frog, we also think our own religion superior than others. Every day in TV, newspaper, social media, we see violence in the name of religion. If we have true goodwill towards Swami Vivekananda, we must not only tolerate other religions, but positively embrace them, since truth is the basis of all religions. Social service was an essential aspect of Vivekananda's ideas. So, he stressed to serve common people, considering them as the manifestation of God. He believed in service to mankind is service to God. We should remember that humor is a sign of intelligence. It can be well understood from one incident of Swami Vivekananda's life. At a restaurant, Swamiji sat at the table with his professor, the professor remarked, "A pig and a bird can't dine at the same table." Swami Vivekananda replied, "Sir, whenever you tell me, I will fly away." Intelligence has the ability to turn every conflict into humor. If you have humor, you will overcome any conflicting situation. Through his reforms, Swami Vivekananda brought a remarkable change in the society. His works, thoughts, ideas gave a new direction to the masses. Reading and knowing about the life of Swami Vivekananda is very inspiring for the youth of today and will remain the same for the upcoming generations. Swamiji's life will ensure a happier life for us and others. I would like to conclude my speech with Swami Vivekananda's quote, "There is only one difference between dream and aim. Dream requires effortless sleep and aim requires sleepless efforts. Sleep for dreams and wake up for aims." I end my speech by saying, sleep for dreams and wake up for our country, for our Chhattisgarh and for the iSPELL. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Patel. Your speech was very motivating and it will help guide all the people here to move forward in life and believe in themselves more and more.
Thank you, Kamna. Thank you, Kamna. Thank you.
Our next speaker in this seminar is Ms. Himal Pandey, who is the steering committee member of iSPELL CG Forum, Raipur.
Before Himal begins, today is her birthday. So let us all celebrate her birthday. The National Youth Day is Himal's birthday. So Himal, wonderful happy birthday.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes,
Very happy.
happy
Thank
birthday.
Very happy flow birthday.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Many happy returns of the day.
Thank you, Kirti ma'am.
Happy birthday, Himal madam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Himal, you can start.
Yeah. Namaste, everyone. Good evening. The topic which I chose today for the speech is Swami Vivekananda ji on the ideal womanhood. As our Swamiji has spoken for almost each and every topic, and he has like poured his soul out in each and every subject matter, whichever he spoke about or explored about religiously as well as philosophically. So in this topic, there are so many beautiful lines, beautiful thoughts of him, which he has, I will say, weaved out of Vedas, Ramayana, Puran, as well as his own understanding of the world. So for this speech, I read this book, which is Teaching of Swami Vivekananda, and it has speeches of him, his teachings, like from different aspects, and it's really interesting. So I will suggest you to read this book. And here I begin by saying that it is undoubted fact that the message of Swami Vivekananda has influenced, inspired, and transformed hundreds of lives. Swamiji strongly believed in the fact that in the Vedas and Upanishad, women taught the highest truth and received the same veneration as men. As we all know, reading the Vedas, Upanishad is equal or even higher than doing a PhD in a subject. So in that time, in the Vedic period, reading all the Vedas and Upanishads were like highest teaching. And all the women, all the men used to read that Upanishad and Vedas. There were no differentiation between men or women. All were equal. As Vivekananda ji says, that you cannot divide the Atma. It is the Atma. It is the body which the Atma takes form of, which we identify as man, woman. So you cannot divide the Atma and say, no, you cannot go to school, you are a woman, you cannot read. That is not possible. Vivekananda ji had brilliantly quoted this thought in the line where he says that you cannot expect a bird to fly with one wings. When you develop a wing, that is men, and you leave the other wing, that is woman, and the bird, which is our society, and you expect the bird to fly high, how is that possible? You need to develop both the wings. You need to give them equal freedom as well as equal weightage to balance the wings of the society, that is bird. So there is no chance for the welfare of the world unless the condition of women is improved. It is not possible for a bird to fly on only one wing. And if you do not allow one to become a lion, he will always become a fox. Women are a power, only now it is more for evil because man oppresses woman. She is the fox. But when she is no longer oppressed, she will become the lion. That is what Vivekananda ji said. And in one of his speech, he also mentioned the fact that the best thermometer to the progress of a nation is its treatment of its women. In ancient times, when, Hindus, in Hindu culture, we believe that a man is incomplete without woman. None of the pujas, none of the rituals performed is ever expected without a woman. That is incomplete. Person sits with his wife to complete the puja. So, how do you expect to keep that goddess Lakshmi, to keep that goddess Saraswati away from knowledge? That is her first right. And he always emphasized the fact that a woman may take inspiration from Mata Sita. Sita, which is the word for purity in India, in our Hindu culture. Sita, the purest form of a woman. Sita, which is a great example of sacrifice. Sita, which stands for patience. Vivekananda ji urges the woman to be Sita. Be like Sita. Be like Goddess Lakshmi. Be like Saraswati. Have those qualities. You have those qualities. The only thing that is holding you back is the societal chain, which he always hoped that which no longer exists in future. And proudly we can see that thing, that slowly that chains, we are shackling that chain out. Our grandmothers, our mothers, and we and the next generation, we all are shackling those chains down, breaking them somewhere, and meeting his expectations of studying, being educated. Vivekananda ji also emphasized on the fact that a woman should be economically independent. Until and unless a woman, no matter how highly she is educated, if she has to stand in front of a man, either it's her father or husband, if she has to stand in front of him and ask for money, that is not an empowerment. He always believed a woman to be economically independent, stand on her own, and own herself and her identity. And Vivekananda ji also said one of the brilliant line, which I remember, I don't have to see any book or a piece of paper for that, is once he was in Britain, he was attending one of the seminar, and a gentleman there asked Vivekananda ji, like, in comparison to women in UK and India, what do you find like similarity and what is the difference? We want to know the difference and similarity between our women and the women in India. What do you have to say? At that moment, Vivekanand ji stood silent for a few minutes and he smiled. And he said, I really like the way your woman is, independent. She wears the clothes like men. She wears the clothes like you do, the trousers and everything. I really like that thing. But I don't like the way you treat them. I really don't like the way you treat them. You do all kinds of stuff and, compensate it with flower. You run from commitment. You do everything, but you run from commitment and you cover your mistakes from flower. I don't like this. In our country, our woman can give up anything and everything, but her essence. She will remain there, even if she is highly educated or she is not that much educated. She will always, be patient. She will behave. She will be patient. She will be waiting. And she will stand for a commitment. So that's really nice that you give freedom to your woman. But, in our country, her purity and her sense of mind stands highest for her. In our country, every woman out there is like a Sita. So that's what Vivekananda ji said. And I have this, I would really like to show you this. This, poster kind of thing in my study. And I always look onto this quote. I'll read it to you and end my speech with that. Vivekananda ji said, teach yourself, teach everyone his real nature. Call upon the sleeping soul and see how it awakens. Power will come, glory will come, goodness will come, purity will come, and everything that is excellent will come when the sleeping soul is rose to the self-conscious activity. So I would like to thank everyone. I will like to thank iSPELL CG, and I would really like to thank Ghanshyam sir for always inspiring and literally awakening my sleeping soul to do something. Thank you so much, sir, and namaste to everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You proved your points very firmly with your excellent speech here. And I must say you have a very beautiful voice. Swami Vivekanand pointed out with pride that some of the most exalted rishis of the Hindu faith, the most learned and respected authorities on the scriptures are women. And it's time to welcome another woman, our last speaker for this seminar, Ms. Nagma Khatun, who is currently a postgraduate student of English in Sant Hira Guru University, Sarguja. Welcome, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Thomas, for the started. I would like to continue on the Swami Vivekanand, on my topic Swami Vivekanand and his notions. उठो जागो और तब तक नहीं रुको जब तक लक्ष्य पूरा न हो जाए. Stand up, be hold, be strong. Take the whole responsibility on your own shoulders to know that you are creator of your own destination. This message of Swami Vivekananda still inspires the youth around the world. He once said that education is not the amount of information is that we put into your mind and runs right there undigested all your life. You must have man making, life building characters, making an assimilation of ideas. If you have assimilated 5 ideas and made them your life and character, then you have more education than any man and has got by heart and whole library. The President of National Body of iSPELL, Dr. Jyoti Patil Madam, Founder and Secretary of iSPELL, Dr. G. Ghanshyam Sir, Convener and Steering Committee of iSPELL Chhattisgarh Forum, Dr. Kirti Tiwari Madam, winner of so many awards. Sir, for me, you are winner of so many awards. Dr. Sanjay Kumar Singh Sir, Respected professors, chief speakers of today's session, Dr. Sudhir K. Arora, Kishori Patel Madam, and before speaker, me, Himal, happy birthday Himal, teachers, research scholars, and my dear brothers and sisters who are present over here, good evening and happy Youth Day to all of you. I have an immense pleasure to be here as a speaker of this enthusiastic e-seminar on Swami Vivekananda, the essence of India. Swami Vivekananda is considered as one of the most influential and spiritual thinkers of India. His personality was notable comprehension and deep sensitiveness to the evils prevalent in the socio-economic and moral structure of the country, and he dedicated the whole life for the upliftment of humanity. In this dynamism of thoughts, he laid emphasis on the amelioration of body and soul of human excellence. In 1984, when the government of India declared and decided to observe the birthday of Vivekananda as National Youth Day, government from course, his government said it was felt that the philosophy of Swami Ji and the ideals for which he lived and worked could be great source of inspiration for the Indian youth. Swami Vivekananda is a treasure of motivation and inspiration for all of us, whether we are student, teacher, leader, or any other professional. He said a lot, which can formulate it in very simple quotation for everyone like, you must have an iron when you cross the ocean. You must be strong enough to pierce mountain. The next one is here. Believe yourself. The old religion said that he was an atheist. He was an atheist who does not believe in God. But the new religion said that he is an atheist who does not believe on yourself. The present day world, the most of the country's emphasis is laid on form schooling rather than a man begging for sweet. Finally, the result is chaos and anarchy. Swamiji's era and of his contemporary leaders, thinkers, philosophers like Mahatma Gandhi, Sri Aurobindo, Rabindranath Tagore, Sai Raman Maharishi wrote many books, and among the between this big name, Swami Vivekananda made his own name rather like he has no intention of making his name very big, but still he made this. He was a great hero and nationalist of India who wanted to revitalize the nation through the vitality of religion. He believed that religion constituted the center, the keynote of the whole music of national life on India. In belief in himself, the Hindu Renaissance became self-conscious and adolescent. He was born at such a critical period of the history of India when the people are struggling their independence as well as spirituality. While the nation has denoted spiritual leader in their Ayurveda, Vedas, Yoga, and ancient culture, in these circumstances, Swamiji took the responsibility to flagging the India's importance and worldwide and succeeded. Swamiji's this independence or achievement is not only for nation but the upliftment of whole creature over the planet until universal devastation. If we talk about Swamiji, education cannot be completed without mentioning his Guru Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He got education of meditation and yoga and the way to reach God. From Paramahamsa, there is a beautiful and noteworthy conversation between them when Paramahamsa said, God is like an ocean of sweetness. Wouldn't you dive into it? Suppose there is a fly hungry for the sweet liquid. How would you like to drink it? Then Narendra said that the world sit on the edge of the bowl, otherwise he might be drowned in the syrup and lose his life. But the master said, you must not forget that I am talking about the ocean of Satchitanand, the ocean of immortality. Here one need not be afraid of death, only fools of divine ecstasy can anybody carry to access the love of God. You must dive deep into the ocean of God. And after that, Swamiji told the entire world the concept of Satchitanand,
which is really important. If we accept it, then it can uplift us very beautiful. If we want to learn from him, then each and every step of his life is a lesson. When he was in Chicago Religion Conference, some people laughed that your book Gita is Bhaktimad Bhagavad Gita is kept at the below all the books, and then below all the books, looking at the Srimad Bhagavad Gita below all the books, in my eyes, it is the foundation of all the books. And the World Religion Conference in Chicago, he gave such a message of world love and that the world still his ideas as ideal. In his speech, he introduced the whole world to Hinduism and Indian culture. The most important message that Vivekananda gave in this speech was the message of world brotherhood and brotherhood hidden in the Indian Vedas. He said that the ideas of tolerance spread from the countries of the Far East, and I am proud that I come from a religion that has made the world, has taught the lesson of the tolerance and universal acceptance. Do not have religious beliefs, but accept religion of the whole world as a truth, while giving the message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and he connected the whole world is a family. I just want to say something about Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that it is a very famous book. It is a universal book of from India, and even we Indians, where the Srimad Bhagavad Gita has written, we forget its power, and the scientists do you some days before, then when people ask them that how you got this idea of making this nuclear bomb, I wonder to listen his word. He said that I got the idea of making nuclear bomb after reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita. There are so many developed countries who follow this very famous book Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavad Gita is introduced to them by Swami Vivekananda, and it is unfortunate for us that we forget it. Swamiji said on concentration is the essence of the knowledge. Nothing can be done without it. 90% of thought force is by the ordinary human being, and therefore he is constantly committing blunders. The trained man or mind never makes a mistake. When the mind is concentrated and turned backward on itself, all within us will be our servant, not our masters. The Hindu concentrated on the internal one, upon the unseen realm in the self, and developed the science of yoga. Yoga is the benefit of study is that we learn to control instead of being controlled. Mind seems to be layer on layer. Our real goal is to cross the intervening strata of being and find God. The end aim of the yoga is to realize God. To do this, we must go beyond the relative knowledge, go beyond the sense world. The world is awake to the senses. The children of the Lord asleep on the plain. The world is asleep to the eternal. The children of the Lord are awake in the realm. These are the sons of God. There is no but one way to control the senses, to see Him who is reality in the universe. Then and only then can we really conquer the senses. I want to quote some lines of Swami Vivekananda on concentration. Sit quietly and let the mind wander where it wants to go. Keep a strong faith that you are watching your mind drifting in all random directions. The mind is not you or I. Now try connecting with God, but not with any worldly thing or relation. After some time, you will see that your mind is calming down like a sudden leg. This will slow down the wandering of mind. Each day, practice this and identify yourself. With time, your mind will be under your control. With this,
Purnima, may I request you to conclude, please?
Okay, sir, I'm concluding. Sorry. Actually, my
Right.
network is lacking. I'm really sorry. So by this quotation, I am ending my words, and I would like to thank everyone to listening me very carefully. And sir, I want to say that for the first time, I prepare like this type of any speech. So I hope you all like it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Nagma ma'am. It was great listening to you convey to us Swami Vivekananda's thoughts and ideas. Swami Vivekananda saw human behavior in the real world he saw around him. He argued that it is an insult to preach religion to a man with an empty stomach. And for many in India at that time, he said, God will only appear as a loaf of bread. The house is now open to questions from the listeners. You can post your questions in the chat box or just switch on your mic and introduce yourself and address the speaker you want to ask the question.
Can I have just 2 or 3 minutes to present? Actually, sir, I would ask the permission of Patil madam and Ghanshyam sir, please. Hello.
By all means,
No permission is needed from the president.
Thank you, sir.
Because you are the convener of CG Forum, so it's yours platform. And Jyoti Patil madam is just a guest. It's your platform, ma'am. We are mere puppets in your hand.
No. Thank you so much. Greetings to one and all. Without wasting any time, I want to come to the point, and I would request the students to lend me your ears. I just want to tell 1 or 2 anecdotes of Vivekananda that tell us a lot about how to develop reading skills. So one incident is when he was wandering living a life of a wandering monk. He happened to live in Meerut. He reached there, and he used to ask his fellow monk to go to local library because he was very fond of reading books. And he would go daily and bring big volume of John Lubbock, and he would read it and return the next day. And this continued, and the librarian thought that this man, Vivekananda, is just showing off. And then once he frankly told his doubt to Swami Akhandanand, who used to go. This is the incident of 1890s. So he reported it to Vivekananda. And Vivekananda was so humble, he called on that librarian and he said, "Sir, I have attentively gone through all those works and you may ask any question you like." And then he put several questions, the librarian, and he was amazed that he answered them to the greatest precision. Similarly, Raja of Khatri, he was also very much impressed by the reading of Vivekananda. He used to just glance over the pages and would complete the book, and within a few minutes the large volumes would be read. So he asked how that is possible. And this I want to tell in his own words. He explained that when a child learns to read, he just read a letter of the alphabet, try to pronounce, and then slowly go to the other letter, and then coins the word and tries to speak. We also used to do that. Pa, la, pa, la, pa, la. Then after, becoming, gaining the art of reading, mastering that art, he starts reading words and then the sentences. So after that, even a glance would tell him, he would go rapidly through the words. So he said, likewise, if one goes on increasing his power of concentration, one can read a page in the twinkling of an eye. And for this, he said, anybody can achieve this power if he scrupulously adheres to three things. And these three very important things are concentration, practice, and continence. Now, another incident when he was, quite ill and was staying at Belur Math, one of his disciples, Sharat Chandra Chakravarti, he came to see him and he saw Encyclopedia Britannica lying in his room, and he looked at the glossy volumes, and then he remarked that one needs the full lifetime to go through such volumes. But he told, what do you mean? Ask me anything you like. From the 10 volumes I have just finished. He couldn't believe, and he answered so many, he put several questions and got the answers, and to his surprise, he even quoted some of the lines he had memorized. So such was his powerful memory. And when he asked, how could you do it? These were the words of Vivekananda. Look, my child, if you can observe strict continence, you can master everything you wish and can easily acquire this kind of memory. He said the same thing to Paul Dayson, the German Indologist and philosopher of philosophy. So this I wanted our students to develop. They should practice, concentrate. Sudhir sir ने भी शुरू में बोला था, concentration, practice, and most important is continence. Continence is self-restraint. तभी अपने यहाँ पढ़ाई वाला समय ब्रह्मचार का रहता था. So self-restraint, controlling your feelings and emotions, not getting astray. If you have these three qualities, then reading, anything could be read very, very fastly. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much. You can proceed, Kamna.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Kirti Tiwari, ma'am. I hope what you told us will help us in our studies. So the house is open to questions. Anybody? Even our teachers, if they want to share something with us, they can come forward.
Actually, madam, I would like to also say something about this webinar. Firstly, I would like to take permission with Honorable Ghanshyam sir.
Dear Amit Pandeyji, no permission is needed. This is your day. Come on, start.
No, actually, first I would like to thank all the participants who have witnessed the great anniversary of our great personality, Swami Vivekananda. I have nothing. I have nothing idea, but I would like to say that whatever the idea principle given by Swami Vivekananda is really everlasting dignity mark of our culture, not only India as well as all the world inspired Swami Vivekananda. I would like to thank all the participants who have focused their knowledge in recording Vivekananda. Really, we proud the great personality Vivekananda, because he was not only the source of inspiration. I think he has multiple talents. That's why it is evident that Sanatana is a part. Hindu is word, and all the words and ideas given by Vivekananda is unique. That's why today we enjoy the great dignity mark. Vivekananda is not only the youth inspired, but he is great son who has given his principle. This is everlasting, and I think it has permanently value. That's why I say great life for him. All the bouquets of this beautiful Indian garden is for him, and all the stars, all the twinkling of all the twinkling of star is for him, and even all the my work is salutation for this great personality. I was and always missing Swami Vivekananda. Before concluding my points, I would like to thank all the participants who have given me this golden opportunity to speak my point. Okay, very thanks, and have a very lovely and cute birthday of Vivekananda. Okay, very thanks all the guys.
Thank you, Mr. Amit. Vivekananda is Amit, right? And
Yes.
your name AMIT, in Hindi we call it Amit. So you have
Yes.
a kind of an Amit Shahi, right? So
Yes.
indeed it's a pleasure to listening to all the people, those who have been on the platform of iSPELL on this National Youth Day. And all of us have really celebrated this day with such kind of vigor, enthusiasm, and the energy which comes out from within. And everything is within, nothing is outside. And that's what Swami Vivekananda always believes, that everything, whatever you want outside is always inside you, provided if you have time to look into that. And that time has to be taken, thus time has to be stolen. And if you could do so, then you are the best person on this planet called Earth. And there is no other person like you. You are unique. And all the time you have to believe that. If your heart is beating, you are the greatest musician of the world. And there is no other musician can come forward and can compete with you, because you are uncomparable. And that kind of a spirit has to be there in every individual who has taken birth on this beautiful planet called Earth. So on this day, I thought of rendering one very short poem which I have written. It's all devoted, dedicated to my young friends. If you permit me, Dr. Kirti Tiwari ma'am, may I go ahead with this?
Very eager to listen, sir.
राइट मैम, इट्स इन हिंदी। मौजों से उलझ कर जीने का सुरूर सीखा है, मौजों से उलझ कर जीने का सुरूर सीखा है, मुसीबतों में भी हमने इठलाना सीखा है। मौजों से उलझ कर जीने का सुरूर सीखा है, मुसीबतों में भी हमने इठलाना सीखा है। अपनी आंखों में तूफान का जज्बा देखा है, अपनी आंखों में तूफान का जज्बा देखा है। खुले पंख से नीलानंत में उड़ान भरना सीखा है, खुले पंख से नीलानंत में उड़ान भरना सीखा है। जिंदगी तू परेशान कर बेहिसाब बेइंतहा मुझे, जिंदगी तू परेशान कर बेहिसाब बेइंतहा मुझे। तेरे हर रंग में मैंने अपने को ढालना सीखा है, तेरे हर रंग में मैंने अपने को ढालना सीखा है। मुझसे रंजिश रखने वालों को हराना सीखा है, मुझसे रंजिश रखने वालों को हराना सीखा है। बेवक्त बेवजह बेशुमार मैंने मुस्कुराना सीखा है, बेवक्त बेवजह बेशुमार मैंने मुस्कुराना सीखा है। अपनी काबिलियत जब दुश्मन नजर आने लगे, कई बार जिंदगी में होता है अपनी काबिलियत आपकी खुद की दुश्मन बन जाती है, और मेरी हमेशा बनती रही है। तो अपनी काबिलियत जब आपके दुश्मन नजर आने लगे, हौसला जब दिल के अंदर हिलोरे लेने लगे, अपनी काबिलियत जब दुश्मन नजर आने लगे, हौसला जब दिल के अंदर हिलोरे लेने लगे, मन के अंदर का विश्वास जब डगमगाने लगे, मन के अंदर का विश्वास जब डगमगाने लगे, तब अपने अंदर एक टिमटिमाता दीपक देखा है, तब अपने अंदर एक टिमटिमाता दीपक देखा है। मौजों से उलझकर जीने का सुरूर सीखा है, मौजों से उलझकर जीने का सुरूर सीखा है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. It's a manifestation of your spiritual courage, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Over to Miss Kamna.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's always encouraging. You always encourage the youth. This is really wonderful. I'd like to add some few lines of Vivekananda here. Okay,
Yes.
my salute to the harbinger of Indian philosophy of Vedanta and yoga to the Western world. He was a mask bearer. He said, perhaps he must have been inspired by Isham sir. Everything is easy when you are busy, and nothing is easy when you are lazy. So, with that note, my salute to this icon, and I wish all, since he used to inspire all the youth of India, now this is 21st century, it's high time that the youth should be charged and follow his teachings. Thank you.
Absolutely right, ma'am. What you said is absolutely right. Inspire. It says in aspire. That's what it inspire. In aspire.
It's very kind of you, madam, to be here with us. We are really delighted. Thank you, madam.
Yes, Miss Kamna, can we have the presentation ceremony?
Yes, sir.
Then you can go for the vote of thanks. If you permit me, I'll share the screen.
Yes, sir, sure.
Yeah. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, let us start with this quote: believing others is easy, but believing yourself, that's the real challenge. And these people have taken the challenge. May it be Sudhir K. Arora, may it be Kamna Singh, may it be Kishori Patel, Himal, Nagma, all of us, we are taking the real challenge. And today, we are celebrating the National Youth Day of Swami Vivekananda, the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, who was called as the essence of India. We are really thankful. iSPELL really feel honored to have Dr. Sudhir K. Arora on the platform of iSPELL. Sir, this certificate goes to you, sir. Sudhir, sir?
But it's not full screen on my this thing. On my screen, it's not full. Full.
Is it full screen?
No. Sir,
Is it
not.
full screen?
No.
Yes, sir.
Others? Is it
Okay. Full screen on you.
It's full.
Arora, sir? Please accept it. Okay.
Sir,
This
your
goes to
mic
Mrs.
is on.
Kishori.
You are muted, sir. Please switch on your.
Sorry, I was muted. I have unmuted myself now. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. There was no need of certificate. You have just given me, this honor. It's really very thankful. Thank you.
This is sir's appreciation, sir. This is not a certificate. This is your appreciation for you.
Appreciation. Thank you very much. I also appreciate everyone. And especially to the students,
Thanks a lot.
yeah, who have just shown the courage just to come on the on this stage just to speak. They are far better than those who have no courage to come to this forum.
Right.
I really
right.
appreciate all the students.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Mrs. Kishori Patel, this certificate goes to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Most welcome. Nagma Khatun,
Sir. Yes, sir.
this is for you. And
Thank you, sir.
this certificate goes to the birthday girl, Himal Pandey.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. And this certificate goes to Kamna Singh, who has moderated the entire session in a beautiful way. Kamna, this certificate goes to you.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. And this is for you all. If you love faults, how can I hate anyone at the glimpse of few faults? Always try to represent yourself as happy. Initially, it becomes your look. Gradually, it becomes your habit. And finally, it becomes your personality. Learn everything that's good from others, but bring it in and in your own way, absorb it. Do not become others. What Himal said, everyone has to become Sita. Everyone has to become absolutely different. If you will be a homogeneous mixture, the world will not lead. You have to be heterogeneous. You have to grow from inside out. None can teach you, none can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. So just believe in your own soul, and SOLE, soul, is also very important with SOUL, soul.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, Kamna.
So, to conclude the seminar, I would start by talking a little bit about Swami Vivekananda firmly believed that any reform could become successful only by uplifting the condition of the masses. Therefore, his clarion call to the people of India was to rise above the narrow confines of their religion of the kitchen and come together in the service of the nation. By sending out this call, he made a signal contribution to nascent nationalism of India. His sense of nationalism was, however, not narrow in its conception. He was convinced that many of the problems facing mankind could only be overcome if the nations of the world come together on an equal footing. Therefore, his exhortation to the youth was to unite on the basis of a common spiritual heritage. In this exhortation, he became truly the symbol of a new spirit and a source of strength for the future. I would like to extend my heartiest congratulations to all our respected speakers and our amazing members and mentors of iSPELL Chhattisgarh Forum. This seminar was not only important to understand a philosophy that is widely known worldwide, but also to realize our own responsibility as readers and learners, as educators, to amass the knowledge that we received today and broaden it. So we reached the end of this seminar. Thank you each and everyone present here. Thank you.
Shaminas, you can stop live streaming now.